Who is the weakest character in KI? My brain immediately goes here. Yeah, a lot of the chat's saying the same thing. My brain immediately goes to Kilgore. I don't think he's super bad though. I think my second choice was this guy. Once again, I don't think General Rom is like absolute. General Rom isn't like, you know, Dan Hibiki Marvel 2 tier. That's the thing, is that none of the characters are super bad, where they're like, they become so terrible that they just have no chance of winning. I don't think there's many matchups that are like that. Arbiter is definitely good. Arbiter is definitely good. But I think between General Rom and Kilgore, they might be a couple of the weakest. Eagle, yeah, Eagle might not be super good, but he can be good. I've been fucked up by Eagles. I'm not a good barometer of how good a character is, based off my fucking gameplay. It's because I haven't played the game competitively since season fucking 1. So I'm a bad barometer of that. Just going by how much I've seen people play of characters and how those characters played at their high level, how it works out for them. I'd say Ram and Kilgore can kind of have a tough time. Ram kind of gets bullied. Kilgore kind of has to do a lot of shit to make him good. Omen is not bad. No, Omen is pretty good. Omen can be very frustrating. Orchid might be up there. Yeah, Orchid's had a tough time. It's a little challenging for her in this game. She's got some tools though. Spinal, once again, was like incredible in season 2. What about Shin Hisako? I couldn't even tell you. Like, I have not actually seen a lot of people play Shin Hisako well enough. Arya is one of the best. Some of my favorite character designs in KI, like the way a character plays. Favorite ways characters play. Number 1, Glacius. I've never been amazing with Glacius, but I can completely acknowledge that this character and his overall game plan, super sick. And eventually even got better over time. I think he's the best in Season 3, because he has even more stuff he can do. Super sick, right? I like Thunder, but I was never a huge fan of his gameplay design, but I like his gameplay, so I'm not going to throw him in there. Shadow Jago I love. Added in Season 2, designed to be like the evil Ryu of the game. He plays like Jago, but just crazy. Absolutely love the way Shadow Jago plays. I love the way Sadira plays. Like I said, a character that just crosses you up all the time. She's nuts. Give it to her. Orchid, I'm okay on. Even the first time I played Orchid in the office, I was like, she's fun. She feels like she was made kind of safe because so many people like Orchid. But for the most part, I was okay with it. Spino's gameplay is so crazy that I was never able to wrap my head around it. Never able to completely wrap my brain around it. But I love that. I love that you have to do all this crazy management of skulls that suck or prevent you from sucking. Spinal's nuts. And he could run, and he's got this ability to cancel stuff. Like, eventually, Spinal's super interesting gameplay-wise. Fulgore... It's funny because I like things from Season 1 Fulgore, and I like things from Season 2 Fulgore, so I like Fulgore. There's a reason I play him. He looks cool and he plays fun. I'll just say that. I fucking love watching this character be good. It's insane. Like, they made a character in a game that's full of werewolves, mummies, ninja dudes, and giant 8-foot demon beasts. They made a dude that punches the shit out of you fucking awesome. And TJ came a long way. Like, I was there at the very early days when TJ was like the first character hot off the production line. And his gameplay, he had too much stuff and they had too little, and then they refined it over time, and then TJ is just super dope. Maya, not a huge fan. Conrad, not a huge fan. Riptor, not a huge fan. Same thing with Omen. Aganos, I think, is one of the most interesting gameplay characters in the game. Just not for me. Love the way he plays, though. Love this girl. Not just the way she looks, the way she plays. We're talking about gameplay, like character design. I love the fact that she's a command grab damage monster. Love that shit. Absolutely love it. Not a fan of being a literal dinosaur. Talking about gameplay. Like, not the way they look, like the way, the tools they have and the gameplay, like the way they're designed. And this is just me personally. Cinder, probably one of the biggest disappointments for me gameplay-wise, because he's so difficult. Watching Cinder be a character that does damage to you over time, that can build up the damage to do crazy damage is interesting. It's something that they didn't do with any other character for the most part. It's just... It's neat. I like him. I just wanted a more kind of like straightforward approach. It's like in a way that this character is super technical and kind of weird. This character is also super technical and kind of weird, but I like this one more, personally. Arya, not a huge fan of her gameplay. I think it's cool, but not a huge fan of it. Eagle, I feel the exact same way. It's interesting and different. It's not super cool. Same thing with Idol. I'm not a huge fan of Idol's just gameplay. He does a lot of really neat stuff. Just not a crazy big fan of it. Same thing with Rom. Not really a character for me. This motherfucker. They made a boss character playable, and he's awesome. I love Gargos. I love him. Like, holy God. The fact that he has minions, the fact that he can throw the minions, the fact that he teleport punches, the fact that he can fly around and shit. He can be annoying. He doesn't do a lot of damage, but he can juggle you and grab you in midair and hold you up, and you're just struggling, and he can punch you in the stomach and kick you, and then teleport, bujitsu throw. This character's fucking awesome. I love Gargos. This motherfucker. You want to talk about a character that does potential damage that I think is more interesting than Cinder? I think Cinder and this girl are both very similar kind of characters, but I like Mira more. I think Cinder is neat, but I think Mira is like a similar kind of character that does similar stuff. They're gonna take your life away and then eventually try to get that life to be just completely gone. But Mira's cool because she damages herself to do that damage, but you as the player can recover that damage. I like that gimmick. I think that gimmick is really cool. So, I dig Mira. I think she's in my opinion, similar to Cinder, but more fun. Shin Hisako, I aggressively dislike. I do not like the way this character plays. I do not. I actually dislike the way Shin Hisako plays as much as Kilgore. Really, I don't have much fun with these characters. I think they're weird and crazy, and it's fun to watch people be good with them, but not for me. Just not. They're gonna be some people cups of tea, not for me. You're not gonna get me to like playing every character in a fighting game. It's just not gonna happen, you know what I mean? And that's kind of the example. Kimwo is the character I like seeing do good, but not for me. I think she's interesting with dragons and parries and all that stuff. Curious character to see cool shit happen, but yeah. I think we already know the answer here. I like Tusk. I like a character with a big-ass honkin' sword that does crazy fucking damage. Like, relatively simple game plan. A simple character designed to be simple, but effective. Like, we're not gonna put a lot of insane shit on him. We're gonna give him an interesting parry. We're gonna give him big recovery on his moves. But we're gonna make his damage fucking ridiculous. And I like that. I think Tusk is... Tush. I think Tush is cool. He's fun. Arbiter, another interesting as hell character. Very interesting. Not really for me, but I like watching Arbiter do well. And I think he's a cool looking character when he does shit well. Same thing goes for Rash. I hate this fucking frog so much. I hate fighting this frog so much, but the way he was designed in this game is incredible. Like, just his actual gameplay is so trolly and annoying that Rash is fucking perfect. He's the Dan Hibiki of the game, but he doesn't suck ass. Like, Rash is amazing. He's probably one of the best designed characters in terms of gameplay in the whole game. And he's nuts, too. Let's just take Spencer from Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and make him batshit crazy. Like, even more crazy than Spencer. And that's Rash. There's some highlights in there of characters that I think are, like, the best in Killer Instinct. That are, like, super fun. Incredibly fun to play. But not everyone's gonna have a ton of fun with every character. Like, I like Jago. I like playing Saberwolf a lot. But Saberwolf was my main in Season 1. It was just by the time other characters were available, I like the other characters more. Rash is so video gamey. Yeah, man. He's so good. And he's good, too. He's not a bad character. This piece of shit. I hate that so many people play him. I can't stand it, man. This character's such a fucking nightmare. Absolute nightmare to fight against Rash. I'd rather play against Sadira than Rash. Jesus.